Hi there, it's Pete. As you might know, I've sort of uploaded a medley of 3 songs. First song being Last Thing on My Mind by Tom Paxton. The second song, Donovan Colours. And Lucky Man by Emerson, Lake and Palmer. So some great songs there. So like I said, in these bands I was with, we used to do a lot of weddings and all that sort of thing. A lot of dances and loads of different things, pubs. And so we used to do a lot of like dances where we used to do medleys. We had about 5 or 6 medleys which you could join together or change them around if you wanted to. And that would keep people dancing and enjoying the evening. It's quite hard work, mine, to do four or 5 medleys in one go. That was quite hard, really. So right, so this little medley, I've sort of, the first song, The Last Thing on My Mind, I've knocked off 2 verses because it's going to be too long else. Or I think it could be a verse and a chorus, actually. And our second, Donovan Colours, I've knocked off 2 verses right on the very end. And Emerson, Lake and Palmer's Lucky Man, we're going to do the whole song because it's not that long and it fits in lovely. And also, just before we start playing our first song, we're going to do 2 bars. In this case, it's a G major. So 2 bars of G major. Count forwards time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a lesson too late for the learning. Made of sand. Made of sand. So that's what I do. I do 2 bars of the first chord of the first song. And when we come to our second song, we do the same again. We do 2 bars of whatever our second song starts with, which is a C this time. So I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yellow is the colour of my true love's hair. In the morning when we rise. That sort of thing. We'll have a look at the chords in a minute. And also when we get to our third song, we do the same again, but this time it starts with a G. So I'll just do 2 little lines of Donovan's Colours just to show you how I get into that, because it's in a different key. So you need that extra couple little bars just to get you the right time, really, because the song might be faster. I think the actual Emerson, Lake and Palmer song is a little bit faster. So you need that C for 4 for 2 bars. 2 bars of 4, just to get you into the speed of the song, which is, and it does sound quite good actually when you sort of slow it down or speed it up a little bit. So right, so in the morning I'm going to, this is, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do verse 3, which is blue is the colour of the sky. Do that one on the second song, just to bring us into the third song. So here we go. Blue is the colour of the sky. In the morning when we rise. In the morning when we rise. That's the time. That's the time I love the best. Right, we'll do a G now for 2 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He had white horses, ladies by the score, all dressed in satin, waiting by the door. Ooh, what a lucky man he was. used to do anyway. We used to do that. We used to do that extra 2 bars of the same chord of the song that we're playing, and that gives us time to readjust the speed of the song, or sort of, to readjust really the actual changing of a key. But it does sound quite good actually. A lot of the Beatles songs were all the same chords really, so that wasn't too bad. But I still used to do the 2 bars, whatever the actual song started in. Right, so we're going to have a look at the chords now of Last Thing on My Mind by Tom Paxton. This is one of my heroes. When I used to play folk in the folk clubs, used to be in the folk circuit years ago. Great fun. I've actually, the last 2 years, I've actually joined a local folk club, which is great fun, and there's about 30 people, and people that watch you as well. Really great fun. You sort of meet a lot of musicians, which is brilliant. People that are interested in music, which is really, really great. So, right, so here we go. I'm yapping away here. So, here we go. So, it's a lesson too late for the learning. So, it's a lesson, so it's a G. It's a lesson too late. C for the learning, a G and a C. Made of sand, a G. A D. Made of sand, a G. In the wink of an eye, a C. My soul is turning, a G and a C. In your hand, a G. A D. In your hand, a G. Chorus 1. Are you going, as a D? Away with no word, a C. Of farewell. Will there be a C? Not a trace, a G. Left behind, a D and a D7. Could have, a G. Loved you better, a C. Didn't mean to be unkind, a G. You know, a G. That was the last, a G, a D7 on my mind, a G. Right, verse 2. You've got reasons, a G. Plenty, C. For going, a G and a C. This I know, a G. D. This I know, a G. For the weeds have been steadily, a C. Growing, a G and a C. Please don't go, a G, a D. Please don't go, a G. Chorus. Are you going, a D? Away with no word, a C. Of farewell, a G. Will there be a C? Not a trace. D left behind, a D and a D7. Well, I could have, a G, loved you better, a C. Didn't mean, G, to be unkind. You know, a D, that was the last D7 thing on my mind, a G. So if you play through that like that, you've got your first little song. And don't forget, now we've done that, like I said, I've left off a chorus and a verse of the first song. It's entirely up to you if you want to do the whole song. I've sort of made it so it's a little bit shorter, because it is it's quite a long song actually if you join them all 3 together really. So that is The Last Thing on My Mind by Tom Paxton. So don't forget, when you've done your last G, then you've got to make it into a C now for 2 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yellow is the color of my true love's hair. In the morning, when we rise, in the morning, Right, so now we're on Colours by Donovan. Absolutely brilliant folk tune, this one, really. We used to play this one lots in the folk clubs. And I used to travel to Plymouth and further afield. Got friendly with some people, and we actually formed a folk trio. We were called Scratch Free because we started from scratch because nobody could play a note, really. So there was a chap called Ellis and a lady called Mandy, and we were together for quite a long time, actually. Mandy played keyboards, and Ellis and I played the acoustic guitar. And singing songs like The Last Thing on My Mind, a lot of stuff by Bob Dylan. And then we sort of done that for a long time. Then another friend of ours used to play the drums. And that's how we started playing electric sort of rock and roll, really. Sort of the drums was too much for the folk clubs. So eventually we sort of got our band together and started playing live in pubs and clubs, that sort of thing. And that's how we got started. So I only knew about 5 or 6 chords to start with. So we used to choose all our keys with those sort of chords in. But yeah, they were good old days, really. Great fun. I haven't seen Ellis and Mandy for a long time, so I must get in touch with them. And right, so we're on our second song now. So after doing 2 bars of a C, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so yellow is a C. Yellow is the colour of my true love's hair. In the morning is an F. When we rise is a C. In the morning, F. When we rise, it's a C. That's the time, it's a G. That's the time, an F. I love the best, a C. Right, verse 2 now. C. Green is the colour of the sparkling corn. In the morning, an F. When we rise, a C. In the morning, an F. When we rise, a C. That's the time, a G. That's the time, an F. I love the best, a C. Right, on our last little verse now. Blue, C. Blue is the colour of the sky. In the morning, an F. When we rise, a C. In the morning, an F. When we rise, a C. That's the time, a G. That's the time, an F. I love the best, a C. So now we've got to do a G now for 2 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We had white horses, ladies by the score, all dressed in satin, and waiting by the door. Ooh, what a lucky man he was. Ooh, what a lucky man he was. Right, so now we're going to have a look at our third little song in the medley. Emerson, Lake and Palmer's Lucky Man. I think you know this one, Phil. I think I've heard you play this one. And I just stuck it on the end because it's a little bit different key and a little bit different speed, really. So that's got 2 bars of the G. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It just slows it all down to get into that. He had white horses, ladies by the score, all dressed in satin, waiting by the door. Ooh, what a lucky man he was. You got that D sus, which I've heard you do, Phil. Right, so now we're going to get the chords for Lucky Man by Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Great little song, this one. I never knew this song when I was going to the folk clubs. That was back in the... I think this one was actually done in the 70s, so it would have been quite new, actually. Because I was going in the 70s to the folk clubs. And but I must admit, you do meet a lot of great people. Some very talented people as well. Fiddle players and banjo players. I just love it. I just love the sound of a banjo. Right, so there is a little intro on Lucky Man, but we're not going to do the D, the F, the G and the D. We're just going to do that 2 bars of G before we start. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so now we're going to look at the chords for Lucky Man. So he is a G, had white horses a D, and ladies G, by the score a D, all dress a G, in satin a D, and waiting a G by the door a D. So now we've got chorus 1, so we've got a ooh, it's A minor, ooh, what a lucky man, a G, he was a D, D sus, and a D, again, ooh, A minor, what a lucky man, a G, he was a D sus, and a D. Right, verse 2, so really it's just a G and a D for the verses. So here we go, verse 2. White lace and feathers, so white is a G, white lace and feathers, a D. They made a G of his bed, a D. Gold covered mattress, so that's a G and a D. On which G he was laid, a D. So we got chorus 2 now. A minor, ooh, what a lucky G man he was, a D. Ooh, one more 2 now. Oh, yeah, it's ooh, A minor, what a lucky man he was. I think that's just a D on the end of that. I think the D susses are only in the actual chorus. Yeah, so that is actually a D sus on that chorus there. Right, so what have we done? We've done verse 1, chorus 1, we've done verse 2, and chorus 2. So now we got verse 3. So it's just a G and a D, G and a D, a G and a D, a G and a D. Chorus, A minor, G, D, D sus and a D, A minor, G and a D, D sus and a D. Right, so we're going to look at verse 3 now. So it's he went to 5 wars, a G and a D, his country, a G, and his king, a D, of his honour, a G, and his glory, a D. The people, a G, would sing. So now we've got chorus 3 now. Ooh, A minor, what a lucky man, G, he was, a D, D sus, and a D. Ooh, A minor, G, and a D. got a bullet had found him, so that's a G. A bullet, G, had found him, D. His blood, D, a G. Ran as he cried, a D. No money, a G. Could save him, a D. So he laid, G, down and died, a D. So chorus 4 now. Ooh, what a lucky man he was. Ooh, what a lucky man he was. Right, so ooh is A minor, ooh, a G, a D, D sus and a D, A minor, a G, and a D, D sus and a D. And that is all the words and chords. Hopefully done slow enough for you, everybody. Hope you like it, Phil. I just thought of it last night. I could do like a little medley, which I haven't done for a very, very long time. Like I said, I knew that we had a Status Quo medley, but I mean, that's a long time gone now. I forgot all the actual songs that were on the actual medleys now. I knew we had like I said, we had a Status Quo one, we had a Beatles one, which is quite nice, putting Beatles stuff together, and a Bob Dylan one. I know Knocking on Heaven's Door was on it. I love that song. We used to, I played that one last time I went to the folk club. And everybody was singing, and absolutely brilliant. And it's great when people join in with the instruments. That's what I really like. There's a chap down there. We sort of been friends for a little while, and when I'm playing anything, it could be an original song even. He's sort of got the knack of playing. He either plays his guitar or his mouth organ. God, he's so good at it. Because I've only made up the song sort of the week before, but he can sort of fathom out how to actually do the melody of the song. Very, very talented. And I can't wait for this lockdown to finish and we can get back to our normal life and go down to the folk club. It's only 300 yards away, something like that. I know I walk down with my guitar and my baritone ukulele and all the stuff that go with it. And right, so that should do it, hopefully, Phil. So this is part 2. Hope that's okay. I mean, I know you're good at fathoming out all your chords, and I think you know the last Lucky Man anyway, because I've heard you play that one. So I hope you all like it, and I'll catch you again. I'm going to have some dinner. I'm hungry. So I'll catch you all again. Cheers now. Bye.